Security firm COO hacked clinics to scrounge up business. Vikas Singla was the head working official of Atlanta-based network protection firm Securalytics in 2018 when two neighborhood emergency clinics were hit with a progression of cyber attacks. Singla very quickly started messaging clients and possibilities, offering his organization's administrations and referring to the assaults to act as an illustration of mounting cyber threats nearby. Yet, Singla was the genius behind the assaults, and as indicated by government examiners, they were only a ploy to assist him with rustling up business for his organization. Singla, who on Friday was as yet recorded on LinkedIn as COO of Securalytics, entered a blameworthy supplication on Thursday in a Georgia government court to one count of purposeful harm to a safeguarded PC in a progression of interruptions in September 2018, influencing two clinics of Gwinnett Clinical Center in Duluth and Lawrenceville, Georgia. The clinical focus has since been renamed Northside. Under the request managed the branch of Equity, Singla consented to pay almost $818,000 in compensation to the clinical focus and its insurance agency in costs related with the occurrence. Singla had confronted a most extreme sentence of 10 years in jail, however, under the understanding. The DOJ said it would prescribe to the court that Singla be condemned to 57 months of probation, including home detainment, the supplication bargain said. Imprisoning Singla would slow down clinical consideration he wants for an uncommon and serious type of malignant growth and a perilous vascular condition. Singla's condemning is scheduled for February 15, 2024. Government examiners for the situation documented at 18 include arraignment against Singla in 2021. In spring, the government judge supervising the case dismissed suggestions by an Atlanta justice judge to excuse criminal accusations against Singla. Hack subtleties as indicated by the supplication arrangement. Singla on September 27, 2018, purposely communicated an order that brought about an unapproved change to the setup layout for the ASCOM telephone framework at Gwinnett Clinical Center's Duluth Clinic grounds. Subsequently, the Duluth Emergency Clinic's all ASCOM telephones that were associated with the telephone framework during Singla's transmission were delivered inoperable, and in excess of 200 ASCOM handset gadgets were taken disconnected. The court record says those telephones were utilized by Duluth Medical Clinic staff, including specialists and attendants, for inside correspondence, including for Code Blue crises. The ASCOM telephones were utilized to put calls beyond the clinic. The court record says. On that very day, Singla, without approval, got data including names, birth dates and the sex of in excess of 300 patients from a Hologic R2 digitizer associated with a mammogram machine at Gwinnett's Lawrenceville Emergency Clinic grounds. The report says, the digitizer, which was opened through Gwinnett's virtual confidential organization, was safeguarded by a secret key. Singla didn't have authorization to get to or acquire the data on the gadget, the court archive said. Likewise, on September 27, 2018, Singla purposely sent an order that brought about the printing of a record named Baidu.txt that caused an excess of 200 printers at Gwinnett's Duluth and Lawrenceville Emergency Clinic grounds to print data connecting with the name, birth date and sex of patients. Without approval from the digitizer, blended with the message, "We own you," the court report says. The litigant planned to make the printers print the Baidu.txt document and realized he was not approved to do as such, the request arrangement said. The printers were utilized regarding patient consideration, and the messages imprinted on the PC could cause dread among clinical staff and impede the arrangement of clinic administrations. A couple of days after the fact, on October 2, 2018, Singla caused a Twitter account at Baidu325017231 to post 43 messages guaranteeing that Gwinnett had been hacked. Every one of the 43 messages contained the name, birth date and sex of a patient, which Singla had gotten from the hacked digitizer, examiners say in the request record. Not long after the episode, Singla endeavored to make and utilize exposure about the assault, with an end goal to produce business for his organization, including messages to potential Securalytics clients offering the association's administrations and referencing the new Gwinnett occurrence, the court report said. The respondent's PC interruptions influencing the Gwinnett's ASCOM telephone framework, printers and digitizer, including the litigant's connected course of lead, brought about monetary mischief to the clinical focus in the sum of $817,804.12, the court record said. The clinical focus didn't quickly answer data security media gathering solicitation for input, and neither did Securalytics nor a lawyer addressing Singla. The equity division declined ISMG's solicitation for input on the supplication. And for explanation about the relationship, if any, between Singla's organization and Gwinnett Clinical Center at the hour of the assault, foggy lines. While the Singla case seems to fall outside the domain of most information penetrates that include noxious insiders or outer cyber criminals, the episode features significant advancing security contemplations. A few specialists battle. This is a really surprising case, yet it's an illustration of a rising issue in the network safety world overall, where the line between a portion of the heroes and a portion of the troublemakers is getting really foggy, said security lawyer Kirk Nara of the law office WilmerHale, who isn't engaged with the Singla case. Of the law office WilmerHale, who isn't engaged with the Singla case. This thought of safety breaks as advertising is really something else. However, we see comparable issues from security analysts, for instance, where they are proposing to help when they may as a matter of fact be the reason for the issue. Nara said it's simply a proceeding with part of the requirement for developing reasoning continually on the most proficient method to plan for and answer digital breaks, he added.